Hello, welcome to Steve McDonald's Arts and Crafts, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be making a little pyramid. Now, I had some sand left over from a previous project, and I chucked it in this pyramid, and I really like how it's come out. But what I want to do is I want to suspend that into a pyramid there, and then have the pyramid filled up around it. So what I'm going to do is show you how I suspend the sand. I really like how that's come out. It really does look cute. So what I've done is I've made sure that this is all cleaned out, and how I'm going to suspend this is quite a easy technique actually. It just uses the lolly stick and some blue tack. And this is just one method of suspending things. I have shown a different method where it's completely immersed in resin, and I'll link that video to the end of this one. So what I'm doing here is I'm just warming up the actual blue tack, rubbing it between my hands because it is quite a cold day in here today. And what I find is by warming it up, I get a much better stick. I'm checking about where I want it, looking at, so then I know how much blue tack I need. And I want it to be in the center of this actual pyramid mold. So I'm just going to give that another quick warm up. I was really pleased how this sand one came out, and the blue tack sticks to it. Now, if you haven't got any blue tack, then you could probably use a little dab of some glue that you could remove, or double-sided sticky tape or something else. But I use blue tack because I find it really useful. So I stick it on there, and then what I do is I make sure it's on a level surface, and then I judge it to make sure that actually the pyramid is stuck to the lolly stick nice and level, because I think that's really important. You don't want it on a slant, do you? You don't want it on the wonk. So there we go. I'm just going to do another little adjustment to that now, and it should be perfect. Now what I'm doing is I'm looking to check that it's at the right height, exactly where I want it, so when I put the base in, the base is going to sit in there nicely, and again it's not going to look on the wonk. And I'm just checking it. All good. And we're ready to go. So I've got my resin mixed up now, and it's quite a thin resin, and I'm just going to pop a little bit into the point of this pyramid, because the worst thing is when you pour a pyramid and you take it out of the mold, it's got a little bubble in the tip. So I'm going to remove that using these little micro brushes that don't do any damage to the mold whatsoever, which is great. They just allow you to release any bubbles and get that really nice firm tip in there. Pop those bubbles, get rid of them, get out. And then double check it again. We're all good to go there. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. I love that saying. Anyone know where it come from? Let me know. And then I slowly pour the resin down the side of this mold, so that way it allows it to get into there, fill it up without introducing any more bubbles. I was really careful when I mixed this resin not to introduce any more additional bubbles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this up. As you can see, I'm filling it up now to the just below the bottom of that actual pyramid that I'm suspending, because I don't want to overflow it so it sticks to the blue tack. Although you can remove the blue tack, it's just an additional job, and I don't want that because I am going to set this in as a glitter base on at the bottom of this. And don't forget, I have said there is ways that you can do it, so you completely immerse this and suspend something, and again I will link that video to the end of this video, so check that one out next. I look forward to seeing you in that one. So now I'm happy with this. I will leave it probably about 5 or 6 minutes, check any bubbles that come up, just go over it again with my lighter, and then ensure that there aren't any there that are going to ruin the final resin result. Now this part of resin I mixed up probably about 10-15 minutes ago, so it's nice and thick but clear of bubbles, because I'm using quite a large glitter here, a holographic glitter, and I don't want it to all sink, so that when I turn the pyramid out, it's all sunk to like the top of the base bit, which it would be because obviously we're working in reverse. Give that a gentle stir in. And people often say to me, oh, you stir in with lolly sticks and not silicone sticks. I do use silicone sticks quite often, but when I've used a lolly stick and it's been coated with resin, I wipe that down and it seals it, so it doesn't release any more bubbles anyway, which is great. Yeah, I'm happy with the amount of glitter in there. Well, kind of. I'm never happy with the amount of glitter I've got. I like glitter. This is all cured now, so we just need to take it out of its mould. Okay, there we go. And as you can see, that suspended pyramid has come out really, really well and is suspended within that outer pyramid. And the great thing is, because we use that technique with the tip of poking the bubble out, we also have no bubble in there and we've got a nice perfect point. And again, the glitter has stayed exactly where it should be because we allowed that to thicken up before pouring it. And this is a really useful technique. You can do this with a lot of different molds, because when you cast upside down, if you put something heavy like this sand pyramid into this when it was wet, it would just sink right the way down to the bottom and you wouldn't get that great effect. I did also cast a second one, which is this shape here, and I did that in completely clear so you can see how that comes out. And I think that's come out really well. It looks a bit like a flying saucer. And a third one that I did to give a smoky effect, and how I got that was I allowed some of the resin just to squeeze down the edges of the mold when it was casting. Just a very thin layer, and then it stuck to that, and then you've got that nice gold pyramid that looks like it's in a smoky red mica. I just want to say a big thank you to all my members. And if you haven't turned off by now, then check out the membership option. The link is in the description, and there's also a join button on my main page of my channel. And you're not under any obligation. If you click that button, it will just tell you what about all the perks and the benefits of becoming a member. Thank you to everyone that buys me a coffee. Without you people, I would not be able to make 3 videos a week. And I'm also saving up for a pressure pot, so I can do some videos on a pressure pot. Is it worth investing in for the hobbyist? What are the benefits? How to use it? And all those sorts of things. And I'm kind of getting there, so I'm nearly halfway there on saving for that. The video that's linked at the end of this is another experiment that I'm sure you'll enjoy. It's full of tips and tricks right the way throughout. So take a look at that next. Thank you very much indeed. Enjoy your resin. Take care. Bye.